European law, passengers that are disabled or have difficulty moving around, for example due to their age or a temporary injury, are entitled to receive assistance when flying to and from Europe, including domestic flights. When a passenger wishes to travel by air with an electric mobility aid, the processes of all involved need to be coordinated. We will achieve together as a team or not at all.
The law affects the whole of the air travel process, not just the flight itself, and so covers booking the flights, arriving at the airport, checking in, getting on and off the plane, and leaving the airport. Tour operators and travel agents have to pass on details of a passenger's needs to airlines, and they in turn must inform airports of the assistance the passenger requires. The airline must provide details of electrically powered mobility aids to the people at the airport who have to make sure they are made safe for carriage by air. The airline must also ensure load planners are provided with accurate weights to ensure the aircraft is loaded safely. With so many people involved, communication is essential. Remember, one team, one goal. Clearly, if a mobility aid is too big to fit through the aircraft's whole door, it can't be carried. For a longer journey, the first sector could be on a Boeing 747, whilst the next could be on a small regional aircraft. These aircraft are obviously very different. Also, if instructions on how to prevent the inadvertent operation of an electric mobility aid are not available, this too will prevent carriage of the device. The British Healthcare Trades Association maintains a log of the information needed to check whether an electric mobility aid can be carried, and to prepare it for safe carriage prior to loading on board the aircraft. This log is published on the BHCA's website and details the tare or unoccupied weight of the electric mobility aid, its dimensions, the number and type of batteries, for example wet acid, non-spillable or lithium, and instructions for preventing accidental activation. Whilst the log details the dimensions of each device, power chairs in particular are often fitted with specialised seating systems to meet the needs of the individual user. Electric mobility aids can also have optional fixed or removable headrests. We therefore need to ask the passenger whether any optional seating system or headrest is fitted. If there is, we need to ask for the actual height measurement of the mobility aid and whether any headrest can be removed or lowered by airport staff. This may be necessary to reduce the height of the device to enable it to be loaded onto the aircraft. If an electric mobility aid is not listed on the BHCA log, details will need to be obtained from the passenger. Passengers who have not pre-notified typically announce their intention to travel with an electric mobility aid at the check-in desk. However, if a passenger should first announce this to the service provider for persons of reduced mobility, or PRMs, for example if they checked in online and have no checked baggage, the service provider should notify the airline through its check-in staff. If the device is not listed on the BHTA log, suitable written information should be sought from the passenger or an accompanying carer if applicable. The details obtained must be checked for compliance with the airline's aircraft limitations. If an airline is unable to satisfy itself that an electric mobility aid may be carried safely, its carriage must be denied. There are IATA codes for both manual and electric mobility aids, including those with non-spillable, wet cell or lithium batteries installed.